Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. It feels like a blast from the past. The Longines Legend Diver, the first version, which I've owned for some 6 years now. And blast from the past for me, really one of the first watches that got me into this hobby. And I remember at the time, my eyes was caught by the Omega Seamaster Spectre and the at a more moderate price the Oris Diver 65, and probably right around then, before I bought the Oris, which would come much later actually into my collection, I I saw a video by the Urban Gentry, with those very beautiful intros that TGV makes for this watch, the Longines Legend Diver, and he was so passionate about it. And then I walked by the Longines boutique a few times, and I would always see it, and it would just stand out so much. And it's really one of the watches that kicked off the whole reissue, faithful reissue. Can't believe that the original would have been so big, 42 millimeters, with those very long, sharp lugs that go, you see, beyond the strap. This is the original strap that Longines issued with this watch, sort of a sailcloth type, or looking kind of strap with a stitching that matches the 14, which was also kind of a new thing. And on this watch, it never bothered me as much as I think sometimes Omega overdoes it, and it doesn't work with some of their watches. Here, I thought it was just a great, beautiful package with a beautiful buckle matching the nicely done crowns, keeping that look of the two crowns. The original had that super compressor case. I don't think that's what it is here. At the back, you have a beautiful harpoon wielding diver, just very nice as well. And yeah, that watch in the window, in the displays of Longines, always just, I thought, was looking amazing to me. That was the next step from an Oris, but I couldn't quite stretch to that budget yet. I didn't think I would spend ever more than 2,000 US on a watch. So I went on a hunt, and I found, because I used to live in Japan, I was accustomed to the Yahoo auctions. It still exists over there. Yahoo, can you imagine? And there was a one for sale by not a watch shop per se. It was a second-hand shop that sells plenty of things, and they had the full set. So I asked my buddy to pick it up, and I went to Japan to get the whole thing. And the box is huge, huge, so heavy, with a big booklets in it, with the story, with the manual in many languages. I mean, it's not very complicated, right? Two screwed down crown. Inside is the 2824, a very good grade of ETA. And the watch, I got it used, so it had already many years in it, but still in very good condition, just hardly any wear, typical from Japan. And it was running on the dot, amazing. And unfortunately, after a while of owning it, the winding became very strange. The whole watch would wobble, so there was an issue that sometimes happens with the ETAs, the Valjus, with the mainspring or the winding gears. So I brought it to Longines for service, asked them not to polish it, and got a new fresh strap. These tend to self-destruct at the bottom. Very soft, but not very strong. And yeah, it came back not as accurate, maybe a +2, +3 a day, but still very good, still within chronometer spec. But just a fantastic watch that, to be honest, I haven't worn at all for a long time, and but I still look at it very fondly. It's one of the most beautiful watches Longines has made. But obviously, Longines being Longines, part of a watch group, they had to go and mess with the good things. So they made different dial colors. Well, first they added a date, which ruined the watch. So this is why the no date became more valuable. They stopped making the no date, this one, this one, and so it kept good value and even rose beyond 2,000 US, maybe up to 2,800, 3,000 US dollars, and it became quite sought after. That's why I was very lucky that I could pick it up at a good price. And then they added more dial colors. They added um different case materials, and then now they're doing a smaller one, and all of which just dilutes the importance of the watch. And now it's just there in the windows, many different versions of it. This one remains the most important, but in the market the prices have softened. And another buddy of mine, Ben, I'm sure he might be watching this, picked one up as well, and I know that he's selling it, and I've put mine for sale as well. And trying, I need to explain why. It's not that I really want to sell it. I don't want to sell it at a bad price, but it's not a watch that I've worn a lot. I don't know why. Maybe because of the size, quite imposing. It's mainly because obviously my collection has grown a lot since I got this watch. This was one of my first nice watches, and just looking at it here in the video, I just think it wears beautiful. And my buddy Adam, it's one of his favorite watches in his short collection. But yeah, maybe it's the size, the fact that it's mostly black. Sometimes it's not very casual, right, to wear black. Maybe I should put it on a brown strap or something else. The fact that, yeah, I got other watches, I got a Sea Dweller, and at the end of the day, because of maybe the strap, because I don't want to damage it, because I kind of feel like it's a collectible, I don't wear it, and I don't wear it as a diver. I see it more like a dress watch, or almost competes with a Datejust for me, or an OP, if you will. And so I end up not really wearing it. Doesn't have a lot of lume. It's placed at not much on the hand, and just little plots of lume. Kind of looks cool, but not very. If you were to dive with this, I don't think you would see very well. By the way, I should probably demonstrate to you that the inner bezel, of course, is on a screw down crown, so it will stay in place when you screw it back on. So that's the way you use it. And yeah, the winding is an ETA, so it's very grimy, as I like to call it. But you do have stop seconds, and this is how you set the time. So let's put it at a nice position. There you go. And it's screwed down, and 300 meters of water resistance. So it's really it's a real tool watch, really impressive. 300 meters of water resistance, as good as better than the Submariner, as good as a Seamaster from Omega, which looks so different, right? Shorter lug to lug. This one here is more than 52 millimeters, which is one of the reasons why I don't really wear it, but it's part of the look, and I like it. I like it like that. Part of the look as well of the Omega is those twisted lugs. Shorter lug to lug, but kind of looks more bulky because the mid case is thicker than on the LLD. Very different, totally different watches, both 42 millimeters, but totally different. You have a dramatic domed sapphire on the LLD, so for a total of almost 14 millimeters, but really it wears smaller than that. But yeah, I don't really wear it as a diver. It's very black. Black is harder to wear. Got other things in my collection, and to me, it's still, it's nice to have a Longines, right? It was an amazing brand. Now it's more a reissue kind of brand, but they're bringing some nice stuff to the market. But really, they shine the most these days with the different type of reissues that they are doing. So at the same time, I think we all got a bit tired of these. Sometimes you feel like the best things were done 50, 70 years ago, and now they're just struggling to redo the same things on and on. So it's nice to have new things. So I like to wear something new or something that has evolved over time, like a Submariner or a Datejust, rather than just go for a reissue. And also, it's stupid, but part of the reason why I kind of want to sell it is because of that ridiculous huge box it comes with. It's so bulky, takes so much space. It's one of the biggest boxes I have. It's in wood, it's very heavy with a big manual. I almost want to sell it just for that, right? To get rid of that thing and free up some money for something else if I'm not wearing it. So I put it up for sale, and the market for it has softened because they've released other watches, and maybe people are more comfortable with the smaller version. They don't really embrace the look, which is the original look of the watch. And yeah, I put it up for sale at a reasonable price, not too much, but still below the original retail. A lot of people like the listing, but already I get lowballed. And then when I didn't sell, and then I reduced the price. And then when you do that, you attract a lower level of buyers who lowball you even lower to a ridiculous price. And that's when I either ignore them or I just tell them that there's no point for me selling at that price, and the price that I've shown is as low as I can get, which doesn't work in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, you should always leave some margin. People need to feel that they're getting a bargain, so they will never, hardly ever pay the price that you're asking. Um, that's just the way it goes. And so now just to the point where I have to accept that this is going to have to stay with me. And it's one of those watches that, okay, if I get a good price for it, if I move it to a collector or someone who's going to enjoy it, great. But if I don't, then it pains me to sort of give it away, right? It's not worth giving away because it's one of those great watches. Um, so yeah, that's just the way it is, and maybe it's for the better because I still enjoy looking at it, even if I don't feel like wearing it at the moment. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I will finally put it on a different strap, and it will change for me. But it's true, yeah. It's entry level brand, and now I'm kind of moved on to wearing other things. So that's maybe why I don't pick it up. Um, but yeah, I wanted to share it with you because it's kind of like where everything started for me. It's still with me, still an admirable watch, and one of the nicest ones Longines has made in the past decade. So yeah, give me a bit your feedback in the comments. Let me know what you think, and no, I will not ship it abroad, even if you give me good money, because the box is just too heavy. You don't want that going into the mail. It's just way too heavy. But yeah, look at it. It's just still a beautiful watch. One of the best releases by Longines, and yeah, I kind of wish they had not messed with it. Bye bye, guys.